Hi, I'm Andrew Stocky. PGA Tour Pro Rocco Mediate's For the Love of the Game golf charity event was held at the beautiful and challenging Sewickley Heights Golf Club. This day-long event was held on June 5th, and in addition to the fun and festivities that surrounded the clinics, celebrity golfers, corporate sponsors, and awards was a singularly important goal supporting 4 critical Western Pennsylvania charities, each of whom work with at-risk and underserved children facing difficult and challenging circumstances. Now, over the next 30 minutes, we're going to introduce you to each of these charities and the children and families they serve, as well as give you some behind-the-scenes and between-the-ropes action from a wonderful day of great causes, great kids, great celebrities, and, for the most part, great golf. First off, let's hear from Rocco himself, the driving force behind this inaugural event and his plans for making it a yearly benefit for our area's underserved children.
Well, Rocco, thank you so much for taking the time to come out and spend a little time with us. Talking a little bit today about the charity event For the Love of the Game, hosted by Rocco. Tell us a little bit why it's so important to you to be a part of such an event.
Well, Western Pennsylvania, being from here, from Greensburg, right down the street, and then having something to do at home is something I've always wanted to do, so that's what's happening.
The event has 4 benefiting charities, and they're all focused on children in Western Pennsylvania. Why was that important to you to have these charities involved?
Kids, and we toured them in December, and it was just, we toured, all 4 of them. And how do you choose? So we chose them all. I think that's the best thing, and we're going to obviously keep going, and I'm getting to know some of the people, and it's a blast. It's going to be cool. These kids are, it was amazing. They're really, it's an interesting thing, and we're going to have them out at the tournament, obviously. Some of them, I guess, and it'll be nice to see them, and everybody gets to see them and what we're trying to do, because it's really a neat, the whole thing, all 4 are I don't know how to, it was very touching. I've never seen anything like it. And as you remember, it was like, it's hard to talk when you leave. You don't know what to do. Right. Trust me, we have it made. Right. We have it made, so.
Rocco, this event could have been held anywhere in the country, and you mentioned Western PA is so important to you. You have roots here. Is this event an annual event? Is it moving? What do you envision?
We want it to be annually, and I want to move it around. Okay. We're at Sewickley this year, and who knows how it's going to go, but I definitely want it to keep going and keep getting bigger, and we have a lot of cool people coming, and we'll see. I think we can make it something and pretty cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
You talk about the cool people coming. I know some of your good friends from LA, and then also some of your sponsors, Dick's Sporting Goods. Right. Tell us who's coming.
Well, Dick's is a huge part. Eaton, who's running the whole, basically our biggest sponsor, our number 1 sponsor. Taggart, another company I work for, Rick McCormick and his guys will be there. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Alex Lifeson, lead guitar, Rush is coming. A few guys from, hopefully, Oscar De La Hoya, supposedly. So we have a lot of, as you know, we have a lot of things just waiting, and it's coming though. It's only a month away, so.
Your career has been pretty spoken about throughout the Golf Channel and in general. You've been on the tour for 27 years, 6 wins, and tell us a little bit about what you see to come.
There's more to come. I like to say that. I feel good. I'm fit. I'm ready to go. It's just injuries here and there stop you, and you got to rebuild, and it's hard. These kids are really, really, really good. Since I got out there, they were good, obviously, but it's just they keep getting better quicker. They're better younger, which, back then at 21, I got on tour at 21, I really wasn't that good a player compared to Ricky or Rory. These kids came out ready to kill at 19, 18. I didn't even know what that meant, so they've gotten better and better and better. So we'll see. It's Champions Tour is coming. I don't want to go yet, so.
Rocco, you grew up in Western PA and more specifically Greensburg. Tell us a little bit about the values that were created here that helped you with your success throughout your career?
Workers. My dad worked, still does actually. My dad still cuts hair.
He was at work every morning, pretty much 5-6 days a week. My mom took care of us, me and my 2 sisters. The people coming from where I came from Greensburg, are old school. So you just learn values, tried to learn values, I'll say. But hard work, definitely, and not stopping. It's like, I just watched my father do that all the time, and my mom's job, I think, was harder raising us, especially me.
Probably.
Yeah.
Here it is, our best performing golf ball ever.
It has no dimples.
Wait,
No dimples?
Dimples are old technology. They don't offer the 100% surface area that Callaway's Hex aerodynamics provide to efficiently disrupt the laminar viscous boundary layer, transitioning it to a turbulent state. Let me simplify.
JB?
Pretty sure it has a dimple on it now. The Hex Black Tour and Hex Chrome by Callaway. No dimples, all performance at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Power runs your business. Power keeps commerce moving, fuels innovation, and keeps the lights on. At Eaton Corporation, we manage power. We help the world use electrical, fluid, and mechanical power more reliably, efficiently, and safely. We're ready today to help you build a more powerful tomorrow. We are Eaton, powering business worldwide.
Presley Ridge, a place that brings hope to children and families. A place that meets the unique needs of each child so that they may discover joy, become healthy, and be a success. A place that believes no child is beyond hope or help. Presley Ridge, offering innovative services to children with behavioral, emotional, and developmental challenges.
As mentioned earlier, not one, but 4 charities are benefiting from Rocco Mediate's For the Love of the Game Corporate Challenge. Here to talk about our first charitable group, Presley Ridge CEO Suzanne Cole.
We're an organization that helps youth at risk and kids with special needs, but we don't just do it on the short term. We're there for the long haul. Once a Presley Ridge kid, always a Presley Ridge kid. And what that means is we don't turn away from you. We turn towards you in times of challenges, in times of success. We want to hear about those things when we may not even be involved with you. We want you to call and tell us how well you're doing. But if you face another challenge and we're not there, call us, we'll be there. We help kids and families stay together when there's crisis in a home, when there may be difficulties with drug and alcohol abuse, physical abuse, stress, conflict. We help other kids find permanent families. We have a lot of kids that don't have any families that need to be adopted. And we help those children find families that will love and care for them in their future. We help other kids with education. We help other kids with problems and challenges that they face. Rocco came out and visited 2 of our programs at Presley Ridge, saw the kids, saw the staff, and in one particular program, he made a connection with one of our kids. And this particular kid happens to be deaf. And so there was instantly a communication barrier, and you would think that, well, they're not going to have much in common. Well, what happened was pretty interesting because they found a connection in, of all things, superheroes, movies and superheroes, and they began this dialogue through our interpreter. That turned into jokes and kind of cutting up with each other. I think Rocco realized the importance of supporting charitable work like Presley Ridge does through the connection he made with this kid. There are kids in this world that wake up every day that don't feel like anyone cares for them. And just to have one person in your life that absolutely cares about you and you know you can count on can turn your world around and make you into something that you never thought you could be. And so those are the types of people and supports that we need, and that's how we need to get the word out.
Any event that Rocco puts his name on, it's worth, being a part of it. And, if Rocco's involved with anything, I mean, he's in it 100%. And, when you got a guy with his status and he calls you to invite you to an event that he's sponsoring and has his name, heart, and soul into it, my only question is when, where, what time, and I'll be there. So that's the way I work.
He's got a heart of gold. I mean, you can see that. The way he worked with the kids today himself, and he's always trying to give back. And that's professional athletes need to do that. More. These kids need your help. Everybody needs help, and he gives back as much as anybody.
You have respect for friends that try to do things in the community, and Rocco's done that for a number of years, as well as Mario Lemieux in the area, and Dan Marino are friends of mine that I support them in their events. So anytime that friends ask to come out and try to support and lend a helping hand and do what you can for it, you're willing and ready to do it.
First of all, it's the right thing to do, and second of all, it's fun. You see a lot of the old timers, and It's kind of a fraternity. We're on the Old Timers Pittsburgh reunion tour. Shame on us if we don't get involved, and it's a lot of fun, so happy to be here.
I don't think I've ever seen a community and a city with a heart and a giving spirit like they are here in Pennsylvania. It's up and down the board. I think people are always there to lend a helping hand, and I think that's what makes this area of the country it's very special.
You know, hats off to the city. I mean, they wrap around in sports, they wrap around in charities, and whenever it's whenever it's involving helping kids, or whether it be disabled or mental or physical, whatever it is, I mean, you know, we all about that. I mean, where I came from, we didn't have a whole lot, you know, and getting a college scholarship, let alone getting drafted to play in the pros. I mean, you know, my only outlet is to give back, because, you know, I know what it is to come from nothing and to be able to have something and give something back. That means a lot.
Most of these guys out here were out here are working people, and they gave their time and, as I said earlier, their energy and also their money to support this cause. So that's the way people are here in this area. You know, they want to try to help out in most instances those that they can help out, and that's why you have all these guys that come out here and participate.
People in general want to help and do the right thing, and I think when you're given the opportunity, most people will rise up and surprise you. These kids have had a raw deal or just bad situations, and if you can get them in a situation where you can see a bigger world out there, that there is a possibility of a future, that there is something that they can do, and encourage them to affect their lives positively, that's you can't ask for much more than that.
It was great was seeing Rocco did a clinic with the kids before we teed off, and you know, you could see a lot of the kids had never even held a golf club before, but they were, you know, all excited to put the ball in the hole and to learn from him. And he's got such great vitality and energy, and you know, he's great with them. So it was lovely to see that.
Being out on the putting green, got to talk with all the kids. You know, it really touches deep. It's a great thing that Rocco's doing, and I couldn't be more happy to be a part of it.
We'd like to try to help out, try to give something back, I guess, to the community, and especially those that can't help themselves.
Here it is, our best performing golf ball ever. It has no dimples.
Wait, no dimples?
Dimples are old technology. They don't offer the 100% surface area that Callaway's Hex aerodynamics provide to efficiently disrupt the limit of viscous boundary layer, transitioning it to a turbulent state. Let me simplify. JB?
Pretty sure it has a dimple on it now. The Hex Black Tour and Hex Chrome by Callaway. No dimples, all performance at Dick's.
Power runs your business. Power keeps commerce moving, fuels innovation, and keeps the lights on. At Eaton Corporation, we manage power. We help the world use electrical, fluid, and mechanical power more reliably, efficiently, and safely. We're ready today to help you build a more powerful tomorrow. We are Eaton, powering business worldwide.
Presley Ridge, a place that brings hope to children and families. A place that meets the unique needs of each child so that they may discover joy, become healthy, and be a success. A place that believes no child is beyond hope or help. Presley Ridge, offering innovative services to children with behavioral, emotional, and developmental challenges.
Our next charity is Holy Family Institute, and Sister Linda Yankowski spoke to us about her organization's mission.
You know, I think at Holy Family we have a very wide continuum of services. So as a child or family comes to us at any level or for any particular service, they come to us to attend our special school, our alternative education program. We also provide outpatient counseling, drug and alcohol services. We can provide them with job readiness training programs, economic development programs for parents and families. We serve kids whether it's in our residential program or in our alternative education schools. And a lot of these young people have similar issues. They've been in either 10 or 12 different homes or schools before they get to us. So by the time they come to us, they haven't had a stable living environment, nor have they had a stable educational environment. And so they're starting all over again, whether they're 12 or 17. So they can be 12 years old and functioning at a second grade level because they've just had to move around. Or 17 years old and they're reading at a 4th grade level, or they can't do the typical requirements to meet the educational achievement requirements as another kid can in that same grade. Organizations, Holy Family Institute, organizations like us need the support of volunteers and certainly financial resources, but we need the volunteer resources of time and knowledge and talent. When we can't hire talent, we rely on volunteers for that. And I have to say that if it weren't for the board members and the volunteers that we have at Holy Family Institute, we could not continue to be a vibrant and healthy organization to continue to provide services to kids and families. I follow golf a little bit, but I have a brother who follows it religiously, and so I said, "Who do you know Rocco Mediate?" He said, "Do I ever?" He said, "He's a great guy." And so when Rocco came out to meet with Holy Family, he asked me if he could come, my brother did, and so he was there as well, and he got his pictures taken with Rocco, and I was glad that my brother did follow Rocco's career, because as he spoke about Rocco, I heard how Rocco was down to earth, and he was always great with the fans, and always took time to shake their hands or sign autographs, and was a down to earth kind of person. I was grateful for that, and I thought this would be a great person to connect with and a great event to be connected with.
Our third charity is The Woodlands, and Mr. Drew Morrison stopped by to tell us about his very personal connection to the organization.
I am the Vice President of Board of Directors at the Woodlands Foundation in Wexford, Pennsylvania. And my involvement stems from my son Patrick, who has spent probably about the last 10 years in varying programs at the Woodlands. So I first started as a parent and then got involved at the board level. We connected through another board member who saw us at the swimming pool one summer and saw some of the issues we had in moving him around because he doesn't walk on his own. And they said, "You should really check this place, the Woodlands, out, because Patrick he's obviously a very social kid, but he has physical disabilities that keep him from being able to do things that most kids do. This is really a neat place where he'd meet other kids like himself and be able to participate in activities that are modified to the issues that the kids have physically and otherwise, and it would be a neat place." So we tried it. Initially as a sort of a day-long program, and then that morphed into overnights and week-long camp sessions, and he's never looked back. Speaking as a board member, the mission is the enrichment of life enrichment for children, young adults, and adults with disability and chronic illness. Speaking as a parent, it's a place my kid can go with all of his special needs and have a very normal experience from a social, recreational, and cultural standpoint. He can be introduced to things with the different accommodations that they have, whether it be, as I say, recreational, sports related, or social arts and crafts, things of that nature, music. It's a very sort of seamless integration for these kids into the program, because they are the mainstream as opposed to being out of the mainstream in a more traditional environment. A typical weekend per se would be kids, the preparation for kids to arrive. And there's a lot of preparation from the standpoint medically. These kids, many of them, if not most, take medications. They have different dietary issues, all manner of things that the staff has to be aware of. It is a medical facility in that respect, so there's that aspect of it. But when those kids come in, it's you know, it's the first day of camp. The Woodlands is a place where people from a very early age can find out who they are, have experiences that are accommodative to them, and make friends that will last a lifetime.
Here it is, our best performing golf ball ever. It has no dimples.
Wait, no dimples?
Dimples are old technology. They don't offer the 100% surface area that Callaway's Hex aerodynamics provide to efficiently disrupt the laminar viscous boundary layer, transitioning it to a turbulent state. Let me simplify. JB?
Pretty sure it has a dimple on it now. The Hex Black Tour and Hex Chrome by Callaway. No dimples, all performance at Dick's.
Power runs your business. Power keeps commerce moving, fuels innovation, and keeps the lights on. At Eaton Corporation, we manage power. We help the world use electrical, fluid, and mechanical power more reliably, efficiently, and safely. We're ready today to help you build a more powerful tomorrow. We are Eaton, powering business worldwide.
Presley Ridge, a place that brings hope to children and families. A place that meets the unique needs of each child so that they may discover joy, become healthy, and be a success. A place that believes no child is beyond hope or help. Presley Ridge, offering innovative services to children with behavioral, emotional, and developmental challenges.
The final charitable group is Auberle, and here to speak to the agency's mission is Mr. John Lydon.
In Auberle, every year we help thousands of people. And in that context, every situation is unique. People may be set upon by economic forces that they're unable to overcome. We have people that are fighting with drug and alcohol addiction or have mental health issues that they're seeking to overcome. We have people who are incredibly bright but didn't apply themselves in school, and now with limited education have their vocational opportunities limited. I think our biggest challenge at Auberle is the fact that children and families are presenting with more and more complex situations that require more and more resources. And it's happening at a time in our economy currently where those resources aren't readily available. And so we have to recruit volunteers, people who volunteer their time, talent, and treasure. And we've been very blessed to get a lot of people to come in, Rocco Mediate being a good example of that. Our donors, our volunteers, our corporate friends, all of whom are coming together to overcome that and bring resources once you can show them that their resources will be used to good effect. Rocco and Auberle share a mutual friend, Tony DiFilippo at Crislin Energy Services. And Tony introduced Rocco to Auberle, got Rocco intrigued about what we were doing and how impactful it was. He came down and visited for himself, toured, asked a lot of probing questions about the work we do and the impact we have, and became enamored of the work Auberle does and wanted to do something to help. And we're so grateful for him to help us, one, monetarily, but also the recognition of having somebody like Rocco connect with your organization is priceless. At Auberle, we measure everything we do. We benchmark it nationally against the premier organizations in the country, and we use that to drive our desire to get better and better at the work we do.
Anytime someone's going to allow me to come help out at charity, I'm there, especially to come play golf. I'd fly anywhere to play golf.
There's a lot of people here, which is awesome for the club, and it's for obviously Rocco. He seems like a really nice guy.
It's a project. It's out here. We're out for charity to have a good time, but also you can work on a swing a little bit. So it's all good.
The golf game is a work in progress always. I promised myself I was gonna get better at golf this year, and it's a process.
It absolutely is.
Golf is fun because you never conquer it. Nobody ever does. So it lets us athletes that are no longer active in our sport to keep competing.
Well, football, you can always say that, you didn't get a pass rush and somebody missed the block, but out here, every time you swing the club, it's on you.
Hopefully I can make lots of putts today and hit lots of greens and shoot somewhere in the... The game's going okay. Not too bad. I expected less, so I keep my expectations low so that if I haven't hit a good shot, I'm happy when I leave the golf course.
Eaton has a long history of being in the community here in Western Pennsylvania and also actively involved with the charities involved in this event. Eaton Corporation, long history of giving back to the communities in which we live and work. And when we found out that this event was in support of those charities and underserved families and children, and from a local Western PA celebrity, we were in.
Giving your time and abilities to kids in need is certainly something close to my heart and of our family, and happy to be doing it here today, even if it is hitting the golf ball.
For me, this is a really special day meeting all the kids, because it just shows where all the money goes, and it's fun to see them, they're amazing kids. Everybody is so different, and everybody has a little, it was really, really fun for me, and this has been a very rewarding day,
Here it is, our best performing golf ball ever. It has no dimples.
Wait, no dimples?
Dimples are old technology. They don't offer the 100% surface area that Callaway's hex aerodynamics provide to efficiently disrupt the limit of viscous boundary layer, transitioning it to a turbulent state. Let me simplify. JB?
Pretty sure it has a dimple on it now. The Hex Black Tour and Hex Chrome by Callaway. No dimples, all performance at Dick's.
Power runs your business. Power keeps commerce moving, fuels innovation, and keeps the lights on. At Eaton Corporation, we manage power. We help the world use electrical, fluid, and mechanical power more reliably, efficiently, and safely. We're ready today to help you build a more powerful tomorrow. We are Eaton, powering business worldwide.
Presley Ridge, a place that brings hope to children and families. A place that meets the unique needs of each child so that they may discover joy, become healthy, and be a success. A place that believes no child is beyond hope or help. Presley Ridge, offering innovative services to children with behavioral, emotional, and developmental challenges.
One of the reasons Western Pennsylvania is such a wonderful place is the compassionate, kind, and generous characteristics of the people who are from here. No one typifies this better than Rocco Mediate. His ability on the golf course is matched, and then some, by his heart and his willingness to gather friends, celebrities, and corporations together for a cause that will truly make a difference in the lives of these children and their families. Thank you for joining us for this premiere event of what will become a true Western Pennsylvania classic, the Rocco Mediate For the Love of the Game Charitable Corporate Challenge. See you next year.